Hey guys, my name is Glenn and today I will be sharing with you guys some tips on how to conduct an interview. So there are three main segments that you guys need to know about. There is the planning stage, the actual shoot, and the editing stage. So it's actually really simple, really easy, I can promise you guys that. And by the end of this video, you guys will be as skillful as me. Alright, so first off, we will start with the planning stage. So the planning stage actually involves four very important phases. So these are the things that you need to take note of. So number one, plan your scenes. You're gonna need to know where you want to shoot and what kind of camera angles you want to work with. Of course, number two, you gotta prepare your questions. You really want to try your best to avoid irrelevant or personal stuff and just get to the crux of it, make the person feel comfortable and just go on with the interview. Number three, get your equipment ready. You don't want to be a loser just sitting down, right, waiting for things to happen. So camera, sound, lighting, get all of these things prepared. And of course, number four, schedule meeting with the subject at the right location. So a location is really related to the subject that you're discussing. So maybe if you're interviewing a teacher or a student, you may want to consider conducting the whole interview in school. We have now come to the actual shoot itself. So there are a few points that you guys should take note for this segment. So number one, keep the subject comfortable. You want to get the subject into a regular state of mind because at the end of the day, your subject is like a juicy orange. You really want to squeeze as much juice as you can from the person to really get to know more about the person and just get a good interview. Next, number two, shot sizes needs to be tighter or closer as the interview goes on because what you're trying to do here is really portray the emotions that's happening during the interview. Number three, break shots up based on the questions. So you just want to have like little short breaks every once and then to just show a clear transition from one question to another. Number four, aside from the main interview, you must have your cutaway shots. So see where the interview actually goes. So if you're talking about maybe the person actually wrote a book, show a picture of the book or the person writing the book, something related to the whole interview itself, but also to what you're speaking about at that moment. Number five, you want to make sure that you set up the brightness, the exposure and audio levels because once you get to editing, you guys will know. And number six, don't be rude to the interviewee. You gotta remember, Mama always says that, don't be rude. Because yeah, you don't want your interviewer to just, your interviewee to just walk out halfway through the interview. So you can do your best to actually use a stand-in as and when you can and of course provide drinks and snacks as and when is possible also. Alright, so you have cleared the first two segments and you have finally reached the third part, so good job guys. So now you've reached the post-production part, which is the editing part. So there are still, quite a few things to do. Number one, you gotta include only the necessary scenes. So visualize the final product itself and then make the cuts from there. Because you want to cut out the irrelevant stuff and just take out the snippets of the things that you truly only need for the interview. Because sometimes you're even working with a time constraint, so just work with what you have and see how it goes. You also want to splice in cutaway shots, so things that are relevant, then put it into the shots right now. And of course, choose suitable music. This is actually something that's optional, so it depends on how you want your interview to be. But if you do include music, right guys, make sure that the volume of the music is not too loud or not too aggressive because it is an interview, it is not a club. Yeah. And also, you want to fix audio and video problems. So if there's any errors that you see, then now's the time to rectify those issues. So there you have it guys, how to conduct a video interview. We hope that you will be able to apply whatever you have learned and all the best for your future interviews. All the best!